Hey everybody, Pixel here, welcome back to another episode of Kirby Superstar Ultra. In the last episode, we did Spring Breeze. We beat up King Dedede with a hammer. Something that you should definitely try out yourself. Hitting penguins with a hammer, always a fun pastime. Don't quote me on that. This time, we're going to be starting Dyna Blade. Dyna Blade has disrupted the crops. There must be a reason, but first this has to stop.
It's time to stop!
Whatever. Okay, Dyna Blade. Ugh. This is one of the weirder games for reasons we'll see. But first, how about you just check out this cutscene? And that's all you get. So, apparently what you're supposed to interpret that cutscene as is Dyna Blade's disrupting the crops. I mean, I guess Dyna Blade did tear apart those two flower guys, which, you know what? That's kind of a blessing. Those flowers suck. But as you can see, we got a world map here, and we have Stage 1, Peanut Plains. Stages in this game are longer than they were in the last one, which is good. As you can see, first enemy we have here is Sir Kibble, so we get Cutter first. Already gone over how I feel about Cutter, so why don't we get never mind. We already got rid of that guy's Parasol. I was gonna show off Parasol, but I guess it's too late unless he respawns. He does, okay. Parasol Kirby is literally just Kirby with a parasol. You can hit things with it and you descend more slowly. And that's literally it. All of Parasol Kirby's moves are exactly the same. They can make you go faster, which is something I used to use when I was trying to get through these games really fast. Because if you do a running jump and then Parasol, you go much further, much more quickly. So that's just, it's helpful, I guess. Parasol used to be my favorite ability. These days, not so much. I don't think it's as good as I originally made it out to be to myself. If you have it, though, you can break these bombs. The same goes for if you have Beam. Don't know why I just ran straight into that Gordo, but whatever. You can also just jump underneath them like Mario, and that will also break the bomb boxes, but yeah, they also have these tiki heads. I really don't know the names of any official Kirby enemy that hasn't been made into a helper at one point, but except there's one that I do. Maybe we'll be seeing him. I want to get rid of Parasol though, because I honestly prefer Sword. I don't know if I just screwed myself up by getting Sword instead of Parasol, but we'll see. Didn't have to do that. This one, that's Bronto Burt. I don't know why he's called Bronto Burt, but he is. As is tradition, there is a stupid secret hidden up here that nobody could ever want or need. I'm gonna take out that guy with a sword. Just the concept of Kirby using an actual weapon, it's real fun to me. I don't know why. These stupid sunflowers, I thought Dyna Blade killed you, but apparently not. Dyna Blade's not that merciful, he just surprised you a bit. Actually, I think we should break this. Yes, okay. I pretty much just wasted this invincibility candy, but whatever. There's Sir Kibble. You can keep following me for a little bit until you become useless and end up dying anyway. See, he's already fallen behind. I just don't. The helper's AI in this game just isn't that good. That's my main point that I was trying to make last time. But if you do break that bomb block, you get a Maxim Tomato here, right before the boss. Chef Kawasaki. If you watch the anime, or if you have in the past, it may seem pretty weird that he's a boss because he was Kirby's friend. If you suck him up after you kill him, you get a new ability called Chef. It's a one-time use ability. which there are a few of those in this game, but I'll go over them when I actually get them. We will be seeing Chef Kawasaki again eventually, but they're just very powerful moves you can use one time. Anyway, the 1-up game at the end of this is pretty easy, although I do fail at it more often than I succeed. But we're already on to Mallow Castle, named after the best girl in Pokemon. That's not actually true, I don't like Mallow that much, but we aren't playing Pokemon right now, so who cares? We head into here, though. We have the actual interior of the castle, and I don't know what they were thinking here. I guess there was just no good place for them to put a mini-boss, so they just made it completely optional in this room. You literally have no reason to fight this unless you want to get a higher score, which, who's playing games for scores these days? But the mini-boss is just those 3 enemies that, I guess only exist for the purpose of being mini-bosses in this game. If you have a way of getting down there, you can break that and head in here. And I'm going to actually turn Sir Kibble into Blade Knight because I want to show Ninja Kirby. This is my favorite Kirby. I know I said I don't really have a favorite copy ability, but I love Ninja Kirby just because not only can he wall jump, but he can do a jump kick, and he can throw kunais. So yeah, he's pretty cool. He's not the best copy ability in the game by any means, but I think he's cool, and he's fun to use. I should show Bomb Kirby, but I just really don't like Bomb Kirby. I'm gonna throw this. Sorry, Ninja. Tyler Ninja Blevins, but, Mirror Kirby, once again, it's essentially just a copy of Beam Kirby, really, but, it is fun, and it has some funky animations. If you press this switch, that is completely secret, you will unlock something on the map. I will go over that after we beat Mallow Castle. But, yeah, Mirror Kirby, I guess it's not really a copy of Beam. I mean, this move kinda is, except it can go indefinitely, but, I don't know. The moves are cool. Most of them involve Kirby splitting into multiple pieces, which is kinda creepy, but, yeah, it's an effective ability. Blade Knight, you are so cool looking. That's not actually true. I'm not a huge fan of Blade Knight's design, actually. This room is a place where you might actually like Umbrella Kirby, because if you have Umbrella Kirby, or Parasol Kirby, those nuts that fall can't actually hurt you. So, there's that. Okay, there we go. So that's an auto-scroller room. It's just not too difficult. Okay. Okay. Wow, Blade Knight. Blade Knight's just my bodyguard here. My my earbud fell out and I had to put it back in because I like this game. Or I like its music. Luckily, the specific level's music is kind of annoying to me, so I really could have just waited. But hey, we got to see Blade Knight be helpful, so I'm gonna give Blade Knight, I'm gonna turn him into Samira so I can show Wheel Kirby. This is just essentially just a way to go fast, because you can still get hurt while you're using its attack, but it is also a way to get that 1-up and max in Tomato before those spikes form, so you just remember that. That's debatably helpful. I don't know, this game's not too hard. Harder than Spring Breeze, but not too hard. Okay, yeah, as you can see, you can still get hurt while using the wheel. I think the amount of time it takes to get hurt depends on how much momentum you've built up. But our boss is Bonkers, who is the mini-boss of the 3rd level of Spring Breeze. I want to turn you into Wheelie and get Hammer Kirby. Okay. If you jump on top of your partner while they are Wheelie, you can ride around on them and have Wheel Kirby's abilities while not being Wheel Kirby, so that's helpful. But Wheelie actually has some unique abilities in multiplayer where Kirby can shoot stars while riding on top of him, while the second player does the Wheel Kirby abilities, making him essentially the most broken partner in the game if you're playing on multiplayer. But I'm not, because I don't have friends and I don't want to play this game with friends regardless. If you have hammer, you can push that down, enter this room, get 3 1-ups. So this game is really just pelting you with 1-ups. And I think that was maxed out, so I think we get 3 more 1-ups. 1... Yep, 3 more 1-ups. We already have 16 lives. So we're doing pretty well here. Ooh, here's a mini boss. Iron Man. Not even spelled M-A-apostrophe-A-M, just M-A-M. I couldn't tell for the longest time that the second M there was an M. I thought it was an N, so I thought we were fighting Iron Man. But it's Iron Man. But if we head up here, we have Trial Room 1. So that sounds intense. But all it really is a room for you to choose an ability of your choice. So I'm going to go with Fire. Probably. Until I decide to change it later. But, yeah. Fire is a fun ability, and I'd like to show it off a little bit. But here we have Cocoa Cave, arguably the worst level in Dynablade. There are 2 levels in this specific game that I really don't like, and this is one of them. This cave is just kind of confusing sometimes, and then it's very linear, but there's also a lot of jumping, but the jumps aren't even, like, challenging in any way, so yeah, this cave's just really fucking boring. There's also enemies, and it's just very narrow, so it's hard to, I guess, judge where you're going to be ending up in any given situation. Okay. Okay, Wheelie. I said my praises about you. Now you're just being annoying. I'm about to lose fire because of you. You know what? No. You can get Burning Leo as a partner if you throw an item at your partner. I don't know why I'm doing all this for 1-ups, because we aren't really dying at all. Although I think I probably just lost... Nope! I keep thinking I'm gonna lose fire, but then I don't. So it's really just suspenseful to me here. This is one reason I hate this level, this wind room. If you have a power-up like Fire or Wheel or Parasol, you can get through this extremely quickly without the holes posing much of a threat, but if you're like Rock or something, then it's difficult. Speaking of Rock, Rock Kirby. You press B, you turn into a rock. That's his only ability. You can use it to crush things, and you can use it to slide down slopes while taking out any enemies below. Rock is probably the most overpowered ability in the game. Okay. He also has some funny forms you can use with it. Well, missed the 1-up, but again, we have 18 lives, doesn't really matter. If you slam down with Rock, you actually do have a small area of effect, so that's helpful. Okay, thank you for destroying Yo-Yo Man. That's not his name is Gim, I think, but... Okay. Now we have this room. As you can see, we're just kind of cycling through different elements here. We saw Rock, we've seen Yo-Yo. I don't know. This cave is just weird. It like can't decide on a theme, and that just kind of annoys me. But that's alright. Kissed Burning Leo, but he didn't really gain any health back, did he? This is a part that's very annoying depending on the ability you have, because it can just take a while to get rid of those. Here we have these minecarts. They just exist to get you places quicker, so that just kind of begs the question, why did they make these tunnels so long if they're just going to have you railcart or minecart your way through them anyway? But whatever. Here we have cannons. They're no threat because as soon as you get to them you can already run right past. Okay, Burning Leo, turn into Rocky. I want to be Frost or Ice Kirby again. I can never determine what the name is for some reason, even though it's obvious. Okay, fighter. If we keep heading forward, we have Bugsy. I think this is the first new boss we've seen. Never mind, Chef Kawasaki was, but if we suck him up, we get a new ability, Suplex Kirby. Literally, it's just Kirby, but with the ability to suplex his enemies. Awesome. I don't think we got to 1 that time, but we got to 2. And almost to 1, which means we got 1-1-up. So yeah, 19 left. We're doing way too well, honestly. But this is the second level that I think is actually bad here. And luckily we're coming towards the end of this episode, so I think we'll have our fight against Dyna in the next one. But Suplex Kirby is so fucking weird. I don't understand why they made him. It's like, you could have incorporated all of these abilities into Fighter Kirby, but instead you decided to make it something completely different. And also, it's just like it's a way to give Kirby more brutal ways to kill his enemies, which, you know what? Good job, Nintendo. Can't fault you for that. Okay. There is another door down there. I'm not going to worry about it because it's not required. You may have saw that there was another room back there. What is this doing? Where am I going? I see. It's just a quicker way to the top. Cool. I didn't actually know that was there. I guess because I never have hammer or anything to bring me down there, but... okay. Rocky, you're a fucking awesome partner. Yeah, Rocky's doing pretty well here. He's destroying all my enemies for me. Hey, you know what? That's all you really need in a friend. Those things, you can't suck them up, and if you try to, they turn into their demon form. They also turn into their demon form if you attack them at all, so... yeah. I remember, for some reason, the episode with these guys in the anime very vividly, where I guess King Dedede's hammer was the solution to killing them, but whatever. If you get fire, you can light that cannon, and it will take you to get some new stuff, but it's not too important. I want to head over here and into this door. See another switch with that. Do I want to give up Suplex to show this off? Not really, but I'll do it anyway. Copy Kirby. Copy Kirby is stupid. It's literally just Kirby's copy ability, but with a different animation. You can give it to your partner, and then they can steal other abilities from different enemies and become different partners, but it's just a really stupid ability overall. It's like a way to get a second Kirby, pretty much. But if we suck up these bombs that are being kind of annoying here... well, that guy died before I could really show what it does, but it's an area of effect. Everything that's on screen gets hurt and dies. If it doesn't die, then it's not in the game. That's actually like a one-shot on most bosses, so if you want to somehow actually... if you want to try your best to keep it until Dyna and rely on your partner to kill everything up until Dyna you can go ahead and do that. Oh dang it, I missed those. Here's our second one. As you can see, we have Mike and 3 on the bottom. Okay, Rocky, you're too effective. Mike Kirby, once again, just kills every enemy on screen with its attack. What is he saying in that one? Can anybody tell me? If you know, comment, because I would like to know what the fuck he's saying there. I've always thought he's saying, like, Jasmo, but what does that mean? I don't know. It's fucking stupid. But, Mr. Frosty. As you can see, 2 mics and 1 attack from Rocky, and he's dead. So, a bit underwhelming for the level's boss, don't you think? Well, no! They're gonna have you fight Bonkers, too! Because why wouldn't they, right? So, yeah, you have a bit of a boss rush here. Mr. Frosty, Bonkers, who was the boss in Mallow Castle. I don't know. I guess they were out of ideas here. So we have Bonkers, Hammer, and now the true boss of the level, Poppy Brothers Sr. There's two of them, so it's different from Spring Breeze, technically. But yeah, I didn't go over them when we fought them in Spring Breeze, though. They just throw bombs. That's all they do. So yeah, that's it for the level, though. Cool, 3 1-ups. Okay, we are at 24 lives, and we are at the final level. Before we head to the final level, which I guess we will do in this episode since we still have however much time I want, and it's only been 20 minutes, let's go to Trial Room 2. Trial Room 2 has all these different abilities that we didn't use before, or that we didn't see in the last one. I'm going to go into the Dynablade fight with one of the abilities that is possible to get there. And I think I'm going to let Rocky stay my partner because he's been so effective, if not a little bit annoying. Leaving this trial room, though, you do have to deal with some enemies, but it's not too big a deal. So let's head forward with Rocky. Let's go, pot. Is Rocky like a pot? Is he like a crock pot, or is he a rock? I can't tell. But as you can see, before you head on to that warp star, you have these choices for abilities. I'm gonna go with sword because it's the coolest out of all these. Let's head to Dynablade's nest. That was the twist. Dynablade is a girl. I don't know. I don't see it as that important, but that was actually spoiled in Kirby Superstar for the Super Nintendo, because in the description it states that Dynablade is a girl. I don't know. I don't know why it did that. I feel like it's an easy thing to change, as has been proven by this DS remake, but Kirby raised up those babies, just gave them right back to Dynablade, and you know what? I feel like that's a good wrap-up for an episode. I wanted to let you hear that music too, because Dynablade's battle theme is really cool. Unfortunately, that battle was really short. Next time on Kirby Superstar Ultra, we're going to be showing off Gourmet Race, and since that's actually super short, we're also going to be starting the Great Cave Offensive, so see you guys then!